Hello everyone, welcome to LowCode FX. In this video, we are going to see input and output property of components. So here we are going to develop one dialog box. Create one component here. Yes, rename it to dialog box. Width will be app.width and height will be app.height. Yes, I'm keeping components height and width as per the application width and height. I'm going to fill it with transparent. I'm going to add a container, vertical container, x0, y0, width will be parent width and height will be parent height. Yes, and inside this I want a dialog box, so this use vertical container. Let's add one vertical container. I'm keeping height and width static, right? Height I will set it to 400, width I'll set it to 800, and the main parent container I will align it center vertically and horizontally. Parent container I'm going to provide a color, this one, and opacity to 20. Okay, and this container let's fill it with white color. Okay. Inside this I need two text box and two buttons. So let me add one vertical container and one horizontal container. Okay, the horizontal container's height I will keep it to 80. Yes, and here I need 4 text boxes. Align this vertically center, and here in this I need 2 buttons. Okay, align center and put gap of 20. Perfect. So this is my basic setup. Now if I click on this, on right hand side you can see custom properties. Click on new property and name it as title. Okay, title, description, title, and property type would be data. This is input and data type is text. Okay, let's click on create. So we have title as an input property. Now I need another property called big question. I will keep description as question only, and this is again input text. Create. For now let's have two input properties only. Okay, so let me remove two text boxes from here. Yeah, first text box I will set height to 40, font size will be 20, then I will make it bold. Yeah. Let's align this text to center. For this let me set height as 100. Yes, and width I will set it to parent width minus 40, font size 20 only. For title let's increase font size to 25 maybe, and height to 50. Yes, increase a size of this container a bit, 80 to 100. Just select both the containers and remove the shadow. Okay, as we have set up these two properties, input properties, let me assign this here in the text. So here dialog box dot title, this is nothing but my question dot question. Now we need to create output property. So let's click on new. Here response, yes, and description would be same, response, property type data, and here definition would be output, type text, create. And again this button would be yes button, and second one is no. Let me quickly change the appearance to secondary. Okay, and click up this yes. I'm going to set where response comma in double quote yes bracket close, copy the same in the no, where response I will set it to no, and this variable I'm going to use it in response property of this dialog box. Let's use this where response. Okay, so whatever we click it will pass it through this response. Addition to this, in order to play with visible property of dialog box component, we need two more properties. So let's add s on select, yes, and property type would be event, and return data type is text. Create. We need one more, that is no on select, yes, and this is again an event, data type would be text in the return. Yeah, so we have two events, and in order to link these two events to these buttons, let's call them here dialog box dot s on select, just open the brackets. So basically we are calling that event here. Similarly for the no button we are going to call no on select. Now jump to the screens. Here is our screen, and let me quickly create a basic screen. Vertical container, right, x0 y0, width will be parent width, height will be parent height. Inside this I need vertical containers, basically 3 vertical containers here, and these two first and last I will make set height as a 60. Perfect. Here let's add text. This text is nothing but my title. Align left. Okay, let's make it bold, and I need input, text input, right? Let me copy this two and paste it here, and second is my question, height to 40, width 900. Let me copy this one more time. This is my output. Okay, I will display output in here, right? So this is my basic stuff. So we need to add our component separately, so let's click on insert and custom dialog box. In this main screen we need one button to submit. On click of this button, let's set where dialog box comma true, set one variable to pass this input text to the dialog box. So we will use variable where title comma in text input to dot text. Okay, in same way, let me just quickly copy this, and this is my where question and just go one. Okay, so we have got these two variables here on submit of this button. Let's pass those variables to the dialog box where title where question. So if you see on submit, we have set this variable as true. Okay, let me copy this, and if you see in the dialog, we have created two events, that is yes on select and no on select. So we will set this same variable as false. So this is the beauty of event. I will set same on this property, yes, and this is what the variable we will pass the visible property of this dialog box. Paste. Yeah, let's test it out. If I say this save changes and if I submit, yes, I got this as title, and this is what we have set as a question. And if I click on yes, I got a output response as yes. Let me adjust a height a bit, height of this container, parent container one. Let me set it to 300. Yep, yes. This is how we can build a dynamic dialog box using component, and it helps us to optimize the performance and reduce the number of controls. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.